Hey guys, I know I haven't put a video up in quite a while, so I thought tonight I'd make another little installment on my memories of Macedonia. And what I'm going to make you guys tonight is a dish that's really easy to do. Again, Macedonian cooking isn't complicated and isn't extremely fancy. This is what you have in your pantry kind of dish. It inspired me tonight because I hadn't gone to the grocery store. I don't have a ton of fresh veggies on hand. I don't have any meats in my freezer or my fridge. So I was thinking, what can I make from my pantry and things that I already have in my fridge? And then it hit me. Oriz so Jajca, which really translates literally to rice with eggs. Now I'm going to show you the traditional way of doing it tonight, but again, I always like to show something that's versatile. So you can add your own flavorings to this. You can make a little twist into it as to where you're from in the world. And again, this dish, there is carbs in here. I do realize that, but it's really healthy for you. And there's all sorts of different kinds of rice that you can use. The only thing I would stay away from would be flavored rices, like jasmine or basmati. But you can use long grain, you can use Italian rice, you can use brown rice. So we'll get into that in a moment. I'm going to come right back and show you what we're going to need to make Oriz so Jajca. Hey everyone, I have all our ingredients that we're going to need to make our Oriz so Jajca. And what that simply means is rice with eggs. So obviously we're going to need rice. I'm using long grain parboiled rice. This is 2 cups, which is about, 400 grams of rice. I have here 4 large size eggs. You can use 6 if you wanted in this recipe. I have vine ripened tomatoes, 2 to 3 tomatoes, or if you have like one of those big huge beefsteak tomatoes, you can use that. 1 large or 2 medium sized onions, which I have here, and I also have 2 hot banana peppers. You can use a mild or sweet pepper if you prefer. And our spices tonight, again, sticking with the traditional paprika, smoky paprika. And over here I have vegta, which is like a vegetable bouillon, I guess you want to call it. This is salty, so be careful with it. But it has a lot of vegetables in here like parsnip and parsley and turnip. It's a really yummy spice. It is a Balkan spice, but you can get it anywhere in North America and in Europe, I know for sure. Then I have coarse ground sea salt to taste and ground black pepper. I'm going to go gentle with my salt because there is salt in the vegta. As I said, always taste your food. So it's easier for you to salt this later than to try to remove the salt when it's cooked, because it's really hard to unsalt. Unsalt, is that a word? To unsalt a dish after you've made it. So these are all the ingredients. I told you it's really simple. I'll be back and show you. Oh, and what we're also going to need is a little bit of oil to stir fry our veggies in to start with. Canola vegetable oil, and then to finish off this, when it's almost pretty much done, we're going to add some chopped fresh parsley. You can add now, if you wanted, chopped cilantro, or you can omit it altogether. So I told you the ingredients were simple. I'm going to be right back and show you what we do to put this dish together. Be right back. Hey gang, welcome back. I just wanted to show you real quickly that I do have my chopped tomatoes and my chopped onions, and I've started my peppers. I just wanted to talk to you really quickly about dealing with hot peppers. If you have rubber gloves or those surgical gloves, by all means, be my guest. But you want to de-seed them, and unless you want to burn your face off, leave the seeds in. If you like it really hot, be my guest. But what I do is I take the end off, and then with a sharp paring knife, just really gently go around, and what you're going to do is you're going to feel those ribs cut away, and then this should be able to pop out. And you can see all those hot seeds, and these are ribs, which are also really hot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slice this in half, and you're going to remove the rest of the ribs and the seeds under cold water. Please wash your hands really well after using or dealing with or touching hot peppers, because if you touch your eye, ow, it's going to hurt. Alright, so we'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in my big skillet that has a lid, and the oil is in there now getting hot, and these are all going to jump in there and have a nice little oil bath. We'll be right back and show you what we do next. Hey everyone, welcome back. What I've gone ahead and done now is I've sauteed off my onions, my peppers, and the tomatoes until they started to break down, and then I added in the raw rice. Then I added in my paprika and my vegeta. At this point, because I have hot peppers in here, because I have the vegeta, and because there's salt and spice already in there, I'm going to hold off on the salt and pepper until later when I can taste it and see if I need to add more accordingly. What I'm going to do now is pop this back onto the hob, and I'm going to really carefully watch it, and I'm going to stir fry the rice until it's just going opaque. And the reason I do that is because it really helps with the cooking time, and through the years of me cooking rice, I've really found that this is the best way to do it. And then once this starts to go opaque, keep an eye on it, as I said, then we can add our water. Alright, we'll be right back and show you the next step. Okay guys, I've stir fried my rice. It's actually swollen a little bit, and what I'm going to do now is carefully add 4 cups of boiling water. Now when you're doing this on the stove, it may steam, so start off with just a little dab first, but I think I'm okay because I've taken this off the stove. Sorry for the stupid angle, but you all want to pour water in a pan. So you're going to give this a stir. You're going to put this back on the hob, and you're going to let this cook. Hey everyone, I'm back, and what I've done is I've sauteed my rice until it started to swell a little bit and it was opaque, and then I added 4 cups, very carefully, 4 cups of boiling hot water from my kettle. And when you're doing this on the stove, really be careful because it will steam up and splatter on you. So start off with just a little dab until it gets climatized, and then add the rest of the water. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this back onto the hob and leave it uncovered, and you're going to cook this until you're going to see little bubbles appearing, and most of the water has been evaporated and the rice is almost cooked, and then I'll show you what we do after that. Okay guys, at this point I'm halfway through cooking, and a lot of the water is starting to absorb. So at this time you can go ahead and add your parsley and give it a good stir. In the last segment I said bubbles. I meant to say once you start to see little holes appear, then you know that the rice is pretty much done. So I'll show you what I do next, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back, and it's really difficult to show you when I'm not actually on the stove, but I started to get little holes and bubbles, and most of the water has been absorbed. There is still some liquid in here, but your rice should, I don't want to bang too hard because the camera will fall, but it should just fall off your spoon. So at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to make like a little depression in the rice, and then you're going to simply and gently slip an egg in. And what you'll do is you'll go all the way around until all your eggs and in the middle are done. Then you're going to place a lid, and you're going to set this on the oven on minimum low, low, low. As you can see, steam is already starting. So it'll be egg, and it will finish off cooking the rice. I also did taste it just before this and decided I needed a little bit more salt. So again, taste your food. And I'll show you when it's all done. Hey guys, welcome back. My dish is pretty much done. As you can see, the eggs have set. And what I've started to do is I've added some little bit of pepper, a little pinch of salt, and crushed red chili. Traditionally, this would be served with a dried red chili that you would crumble on top. I don't have that, so I've used the crushed red chili already pre-packaged. So I've done that on these eggs here, and I will continue to do the other two. I will place the lid back on, let it sit for a little bit more, and then I'm going to plate this up. The rice is cooked, it's fluffy, it's really flavorful, and I can't wait to dig in. Hey everyone, I'm back and I am plated. I can't wait to eat this. My Oriz Jajca is done. It's set. We have the egg, the rice, and what I've done is just simply carefully with a spatula gone under the egg and placed it on the plate, and then just tuck in the sides a little bit. It sets. It's really, really good. The egg is set. It's all spiced. For my accompaniment, I have a Macedonian style pickled hot green tomato stuffed with some sauerkraut. You can just have tomatoes or sauerkraut or pickles or whatever you like. I have some really nice Macedonian feta cheese here and here, and I have beautiful ayvar. If you watch my video on ayvar, this is like the time to use it. It's so good with this. All that's really left to do is to dig in and eat. I really hope you guys try this. It's so easy. The ingredients are like nothing. You have in your cupboard, I'm sure. You have in your fridge. Go ahead, try Oriz Jajca. You will not be disappointed. Okay, guys, I gotta eat. Until next time, peace. See you next time.